My brother opened my own package. My little brother is a teenager and is a year and a half younger than me. When I got my summer job, I ordered some video games: FNAF Security Breach, Don't Starve Deluxe, and South Park Fractured. But while they are great games, I recommend, but the South Park game is a sequel to South Park Stick of Truth. Some of my packages came a few weeks ago while I was at a friend's house. My brother and mom opened them and played both games before I had a chance to. I didn't have a problem with it, but I was disappointed I didn't get to open my own package and play my game first, which I think is reasonable. But today while I was asleep, a package came in the mail. My brother opened it and started playing the game before me while I was asleep. When I woke up, I was frustrated and I asked him to please wait until I wake up and ask if I'm okay with you playing my game before me. He got mad and shut the game off and went to his room. I also posted this story on another subreddit. No, you need to be more harsh about this and tell him to stop opening your mail. It's massively rude and disrespectful. And I would flip if I woke up and someone was literally asking video games from my purchased package. You are letting it slide way too much. Edit, guys, I fucking understand it's illegal as well. Can you consider maybe coming up with a different response? Literally like 10 people responding and saying nothing else. Jesus Christ. Next, order something personal that would embarrass a teenage boy: underwear, tampons, etc. It might make him think twice next time. Next time, order a box of dildos. Neither will open your mail again. When it's your brother's birthday, open and use some of his gifts before he gets to. And lock up all your games so he can't use them at all. I'd be livid. Not only to open but to play them too? They are self-entitled and need to learn some respect. Your brother can be pissy all he wants. Not his mail or games. Your mom should not be doing this and encouraging this behavior. In my country, you can get fined up to 10K for opening up someone's mail. I'm a gamer, so I feel this on another level. Cold sweat smile. Opening packages not addressed to you is against federal law. Can you have it delivered elsewhere? Delete his saves if he has made any. Keep the games with you. Just start opening up everybody else's mail. That's just rude. And your mother should be saying so. Sugar-free gummy bears 3. I would talk to them both about boundaries. Tell them they can open packages addressed to them but not you. Start wearing your brother's clothes to get the point across. Or using your mom's toothbrush. Opening your mail is against the law unless you give express permission. Doesn't seem like you did. So you need to have a discussion about what is and isn't allowed. The fact that you didn't make a fuss the first time means they think it's always okay. Investigate what's called poste restante in your area. Essentially, the sender sends stuff to a post office and you collect it from there. Shouldn't cost you much, if anything. You need to start learning how to enforce boundaries. Nothing is wrong with you. This is a lesson we all learn at some point. This is the universe giving you similar situations and opportunities for reflection, the same situation more than once. Do not feel guilty defining and enforcing your boundaries with family, friends, and coworkers. It will benefit your future self in every way possible. That's illegal. Not the asshole. It's totally disrespectful. They're opening your packages, especially playing them first. I suggest you lay the law down. My teenage kids had this issue opening each other's packages. Do you need to search your boundaries? If it persists, then I would get a P.O. box. This is a conversation that you should be having politely with your mom. Ask her why it is okay for people to open packages that you have paid for. It's addressed to you. He should have waited. Order a package of very fine glitter. Ask the seller to label it in a misleading fashion. I think some of the gag revenge companies that send glitter bombs do that. Otherwise you'll likely need to pay extra. Don't do it just once. They'll decide it was a one-time event. But let them open a box full of glitter that's designed to fly out and everywhere. And enjoy. Just shut it off, take the game out, and tell him to fuck off. My flatmate gets packages all the time. And I often pick them up off the mail table in the lobby. Sometimes the weight and rattle make them interesting. But I'd never dream of satisfying my own curiosity. Ever if she wasn't home. Because I am not a child and I respect things that aren't fucking mine in this case. It's a small mercy that your games won't be broken or worn out by your nosy little brother. But that doesn't give him the right to open your mail or courier packages. What if it was something very personal and not what he thought it was? He needs to be told to keep his grubby little mitts off things addressed to you. Or else. Sounds like mom and brother need boundaries. Maybe order a glitter bomb or small box of X-Lax if he doesn't know what that is. Send yourself a glitter bomb envelope. Maybe that will teach them something. Charge them a fee for opening them. Like $50 per event and player. Or a takeout dinner of your choice. If it's through Amazon, is there an Amazon locker near you that it can be delivered via? Can you order your stuff to require your signature before it's dropped off? I know some things require the signature of the person it's addressed to. You need to remind your mom and brother that it is against the law to open someone else's mail. Next time you order something, maybe add an additional line to your mailing address. To be opened by addressee only. It probably won't help, but you could try. Is there friends or family you could get your mail redirected to? I had the same problem with my mom opening my mail and I got it redirected elsewhere. Order a dildo and when it arrives and your brother opens it, then you get to ask him if he wants to play with it. Set your boundaries with even more firmness. You should be the ones opening up your package first and playing your game you spent your money on. Opening up a package is fun. Get a P.O. box. Your mom sounds like a total jerk who hasn't taught him any better. Get important packages sent to your friend's house for you to collect. Buy a dildo and see if he opens that. Order a vibrator or something. He'll never do it again. Yep. Your brother and mom are Oz. That's not cool at all. I would be pretty pissed off. It's different if you gave them permission to open your package while you were away, but to then play the games. Nope, and total off for opening and playing while you were asleep. Prepare a box of something unspeakably vile. Package it so it is not going to smell till opened. Maybe include some glitter on top. Mail it to yourself. Let your brother open it. If anyone complains, tell them you have no idea who hates you so much. Repeat as necessary. Nope. Larger than them playing your game without asking is then opening your mail. That is something one doesn't just do. Little brothers need to have their asses beat every now and again. Sounds like yours is overdue. Rectify that and he won't open your packages anymore. Your brother is definitely the golden child if your mom okayed this. Seriously, order one of the fart and glitter bomb packages. And watch magic happen. Yep. I am petty and evil. He needs to respect your personal boundaries. Next time you should mail yourself something obscene or something that will make them think twice about opening your mail. Seems like the problem here starts with the mom. It's one thing having an entitled younger sibling doing it, but when it's the parent doing it, it's a whole different story. Not to mention, your mother is setting a bad example here. Should probably try to talk to her first. Opening someone else's mail is against federal law. And taking someone else's belongings without their permission is stealing. Also against the law. And your mom allows this? It's literally illegal to open someone else's mail without their permission. I'm with you on this. I've always been of the opinion that if someone buys a new game, they should always have the opportunity to play it first before any other guest or member of the household gets a crack at it. Finding out when you wake up or come home that someone else is playing something you bought, potentially ruining the experience for you with spoilers and backseat gaming, is a special kind of frustration, made more irritating by the fact that your average person will just shrug and say it doesn't matter. Yeah, not okay, and actually depending on where you live it's a federal offense. Sounds like a classic case of narcissism on both your brother and mom's part. Which is where I feel like a lot of this entitlement nowadays comes from. Sorry this happened. You are definitely entitled to open and be the first to play your own game. Opening mail addressed to someone else is illegal in most countries. They shouldn't be opening your packages at all. Order some kinky stuff from the web. That'll stop them opening your post up without permission. Yes, please order a glitter bomb, give us an update, ha ha ha. I'm just going to be honest. If someone opens my package without my consent, I will go off, because who do they think they are? I mean, if it was my father then I wouldn't give a fuck, but if it was anyone else besides my parents, they finna get slapped, because that is a crime and should really be taken seriously, because that package could have been something really important like classified documents and they are just opening it. Like, you will go to jail for that. Your brother broke federal law. Buy the biggest dildo possible and have it posted to you. Let's see the look on your brother's face as he opens the Fuckmaster 5000. Not the asshole. You should have talked to them both when they opened the first package. Only you should open your mail. They actually committed a crime. Also, what about asking to use something that is your first manners? Glitter bomb. ASAP. Opening other people's mail. Wasn't that illegal? I would have just went into their room and took the batteries out of their Roku TV remote. Delete their save games. They must not exist since you didn't give permission, right? Could always file a police report. If it was my brother and I walked in seeing him play my new video game, I'd punch him as hard as I could in the arm. And then the game off before he could save. Even if he did save, I'd go in later and delete his save data. Not just me thinking you're letting too much slide, but I couldn't think anything else than that when reading your post. Sorry op. Opening up someone else's mail is not only rude and disrespectful, it's a federal offense. Maybe for the next little while look into getting a P.O. box or having your mail sent to a trusted friend. That's so rude. Have you considered a post office box? Might be worth it since your family won't respect your boundaries. You need to put your foot down. Little bro and mom, I really like to open my own packages and play them first. I don't mind you playing after. But stop it. They are being very rude. Dude, it's literally against the law for other people to open your mail. You need to be way angrier about this. I would start opening their mail. No matter what it is. If they think it's okay, nothing will happen and you get the chance to be nosy. If they complain, just say, oh, I thought it was okay since you did that to my mail. I don't know where you live, but opening someone else's mail is punishable many places. For example, even if you accidentally get a package or letter in the mail at your address but not in your name, you basically have to have it returned to you because it's not meant for you. Your brother and your parents should teach him that must learn to respect others' property. This is a basic respect issue. They, both mom and brother, somehow have decided what's yours is theirs. Start shipping packages to lockers or places that will hold them for you. And simply tell the family their failure to respect you has resulted in this. I would also get a locking trunk for your room for your belongings that wander off. It would be wrong to start opening their mail. Please order tampons or granny panties. If your mom throws a fit, let her know that it'll only get more mortifying for everyone involved. Oh, or send yourself those glitter packages that explode lol. I'm pretty sure others opening your post deliberately is a crime. They should only be opening your post with your consent. It's illegal for someone to open your mail. Stop being nice about it and make both your mom and brother understand that. Your mom doing this says a lot. And because your mom does it, your brother feels like it's okay when it's not. If you have to ask a friend to order it and have them bring it to you in all someone else's mail is a felony. Be firm in your resolve and tell them this is inappropriate and unacceptable. Sure, they shouldn't have done that. Enjoy being a little kid though, and wait until this won't make your top 100 list of problems. Opening someone else's mail is a federal crime. Turn both of them in. Order a glitter bomb or blue dye addressed to you. When they come to yell at you covered in glitter or dye, just say, "Why were you illegally opening my mail? Addressed to me?" Just repeat, "If you hadn't opened a package addressed to someone else, this wouldn't have happened." Opening another person's mail is a federal crime to start. I hate when I get something new and someone uses it before me. My younger brother was terrible for opening packages. My mom would shrug it off saying he's curious or he didn't read the label. Or I need to be the bigger person. He didn't do anything bad. So I ordered dick-shaped glitter and fart spray. Filled a box and dumped the fart spray and sealed the box and put it in our mailbox. He never opened a package without first running up holding it saying, "You got mail." Then it kinda became a thing. Even now we have a game of, if a package arrives and the person isn't home, we wait until they come and sprint out waving the package, screaming that their package is here. Your mother is the off for failing to teach your brother simple manners and respect for you. Instead, she joined in on the theft of your property. Was she prepared to replace anything that might have been damaged? Nope. Little brother and mom both need to grow up. That's illegal. Fucking stupid comments. Totally unhelpful. Beat that little bitch up. Teach him a lesson. Opening someone else's mail is a federal offense BTW. I'm really sorry you're dealing with this. It is extremely annoying. I'm not sure if it'll help. But I used to have trouble with my stepmom taking things from my mailbox and opening packages in case it was for my father. It never was. Every package was addressed to me and in my mailbox. I started threatening to call the authorities the next time it happened and report her, and it stopped real quick. Why are you letting him get away with this? Punch him in the face and he will stop. I'd be calling the cops. Go nuclear and fuck his girlfriend. Have you tried slapping his bitch ass? Did you pay for the video games with your own money? Or from an allowance? Why are you buying physical copies of games in 2023? Phrasing. Wow, it's called living with family mate. You can't really expect any privacy until you grow up and have your own place. You'll be fine. Why does it make a difference if the items were not damaged? You were not using them. Your request is very reasonable. I hereby declare your brother entitled. Crap if it's rude and disrespectful. Isn't it a federal crime even if it's family that opens your mail? Besides that, games get expensive very quickly. Like heck, you should touch brand new stuff without permission. That's entitlement at its finest. If you're ordering from Amazon and in a city that offers it, I would have them delivered to one of their drop boxes that only you can access. I've done it a few times with no issues. Can you have it delivered to a friend's house and pick it up there? Could you have it shipped with instructions to hold for pickup? That way they deliver a notice with which to collect the package plus ID would be required. Also, you can change shipping at checkout to say USPS to ensure this happens. Manipulate the instructions to obtain a signature upon delivery. I am sorry this is happening to you. Hope you get to move to college soon and get out of that. They should respect your things. Can you have them mail it to a friend's house? Send yourself some dog shit for him to open. If you want to be petty about it, call the non-emergency police number and report him. It's illegal to tamper with someone's mail without permission, especially if it's clearly labeled with your name. Your parents need to do a better job teaching him. When I was in the Navy, I knew a guy who sent a box of bootleg videos home to his mother's house. The box was addressed to him, but his mother and sister opened it and started watching the videos. They got the shock of their life when they put one on, and lo and behold, it was a home video of this guy getting some oral loving from a bar girl in the Philippines. Moral of the story: don't open someone else's mail if you don't want to deal with the fallout. Also, if you are going to engage in that kind of activity, don't record it. Unplug your gaming system and keep it in your room when not using it if you know that you have a game coming in the mail soon. If he or your mother ask why, tell them that you no longer trust them not to tamper with your mail, and the gaming system won't be available for them to use until after you've received your games and had a chance to play them. Then it can stay back out for everyone to use like usual. When the time comes, rip into his birthday presents when he's distracted. Give him a taste of his own medicine. That illegal. Send your brother to jail next time. Your mom isn't gonna discipline him, so it's time for sibling mischief. I'd be putting peanut butter inside his shoes or dump some cold water on him when he's in the shower. Let your imagination run wild. He started this shit. Are you gonna continue to let it happen? Your brother is a brat. Anything that arrives by mail or delivery with your name on it belongs to you. Your mother knows that. She chose to ignore that very simple right to favor your brother. Let her know you do not want this to happen again. Your brother should apologize. Your mom too, but don't make an issue. As long as it does not happen again. Next time, order from someplace that does pick up. Amazon locker. Ship to store or something. Your mom and brother suck. You need to mail yourself a glitter bomb. IDK how it is in your country. But where I live, I am very certain open someone else's package is highly illegal due to breach of privacy. Mail your packages to your friend's house from here on out. Time to order something really awkward. Creep them out big time. Tell him that it's an arrestable offense to open someone else's mail. He's lucky it's you, not someone else he's doing it to. I don't think your younger brother is the problem here. It's the full, grown-ass adult opening someone else's mail. Not in the legal profession. But isn't tampering with mail a federal offense? Your brother might not know that. But your mom certainly should. Buy the biggest, most ridiculous dildo you can find on the internet for cheap. Bet neither of them open your packages again. My brother used to open my packages too. I bought a massive, realistic dildo. He stopped. Kick his ass. All really need to go back to basics. Did it have your name on it? No? Then leave it alone. Tell him it's a felony. This is frustrating since your mom is involved too. Maybe have the packages sent to a P.O. box. I don't think they're too expensive if they have that where you live. Open your mom's bank statements and see how she likes it. Order a giant dildo and watch him recoil as he opens your package for the last time. Order some weird shit for them to open. Maybe a giant dildo lol. Mail yourself a fisting dildo coveted in mayo. Order a sex toy or some really weird kink gear. They'll never touch your parcels again. No matter what I do, New York State will not update my address in the child support system. I'm in Florida now. My mom gets my mail. She opens them and reads them every time, then sends them to me. It gets on my nerves. Opening another person's mail is a federal offense in the U.S. I've noticed that a lot of times when people overreact to being politely called out for doing something a bit shitty, it's because they knew better and feel guilty about it. The anger is psychological protection from the guilt. That's not cool. I had a girlfriend do that years ago and I went apeshit on her. Just don't open my mail. Easy solution op. Next, order a porn DVD. They'll learn that lesson fast. Could play one on them and order a shed load of gay porn. Butt plugs, lube and bondage gear. That would certainly be funny for them to open. So many first world problems. Order an adult video and let them open it, film their reaction. Oh, I'd be ordering something untoward. Embarrass them. I'd suggest getting yourself a locked PO box or having your things go to a trusted family member or friend. What they did was a federal crime. But I could also understand why you might not want to get them into trouble. Because they are family. But unfortunately, it's very obvious that your brother is your mother's golden turd. You need to save your money so you can move out. Get a lock for your bedroom door. Lock up all your stuff. Lock him out of your things. Get deliveries sent somewhere else if needed. I'd get a P.O. box and have my mail sent there instead until you can move out. Casually mention that if you and your brother were adults when both incidents happened, you could have him and your mom charged with tampering with your mail. In the States, at least, I had to remind my mom about this while I was in my first 2 years of military service and asked if I could have a few things sent to her house. Got to the point I asked my uncle if I could use his address instead, as her new husband kept trying to open it, or have my mom open it. I was still in the barracks at that point. Next time, order a glitter bomb. Too bad your stepbro didn't open your package. You'd have a great video. This is on your mother. By participating, she reinforced this behavior. You should tell her how disrespected you felt and how wrong it was to open your mail and none of that my house stuff. You earned the money to purchase something they just took. They didn't give you the opportunity to share. This was a bad lesson for your brother. Don't know where you are, so you'll have to check local laws, but opening up someone else's mail could be classified as a punishable offense. Your mom is the one I'd talk to first. She set the standard your brother is now following. Perhaps if it doesn't stop, tell them you'll do the same thing to them on Christmas and birthdays. Sounds like mom has an obvious favorite here and is teaching them that they can do as they please. Opening mail that is addressed to another person is illegal in many places. Just saying. Have your mail held at the post office or better rent a P.O. box. Then your family can't get their hands on it. It's rude, intrusive to open someone else's mail. Illegal in most places. What if it was a dildo? Or something embarrassing? You need to explain to both your brother, partially innocent due to age, and your mother, who was absolutely in the wrong, that they are never again allowed to open any of your packages. Unless you have specifically said you need them to. X200B. How rude. Your mom is the real problem here. She's teaching your brother to be entitled as she was a part of opening the first package. He's following her lead. Now he thinks it's fine to do. No one should be opening your packages. There might be a deeper reason why they're doing this. You can mitigate this behavior by including them in things likely seeking attention from you. Be a little more vulnerable. Include them in the process of ordering. Share how excited you are about what you're ordering. Then let them play the games with you or alone at later times, and also watch them play sometimes. Give suggestions. They'll be excited for you and with you. You'll find your relationship be 19-fold better. I'd recommend getting a P.O. box if you can. They won't stop unless you either make them or take away the privilege to even know about it. Can't stand when family does that kind of shit? I hate this shit, and so should anyone. When it comes to USPS stuff, it's technically a federal offense. But I get that it was likely a Prime or GameStop delivery. You are in fact entitled to privacy and need to stand up to this. If it was me, I would order something very outlandish and embarrassing. Make them think twice about opening your shit. Sorry that happened. Talk to your mom and tell her you don't appreciate them opening your packages and playing your games without asking first. Explain that it hurts your feelings and you need to have this boundary. That a big part of the fun is opening the presents you buy yourself with your own money. Just punch him in the face. It's how brothers learn. Sounds like it's time to order some lingerie, porn videos, books, and a giant fucking dildo. Let your mother and brother open that and see how they like invading your privacy. Open a P.O. box at your postal office or have mail held at post office and pick up there. Set some boundaries. If you're buying from Amazon, consider using an Amazon locker. You would have to go get Y package, but you would be the only person capable of getting it. FedEx will hold packages at a FedEx office and UPS will send things to a UPS store. These are all no-charge options. As long as they're available in your area and convenient. I realize that they're not available everywhere. Plot twist: OP is under 18 too, and as a minor. So technically he can't legally order anything. Minors are not allowed to enter any kind of contract, express or implied. I had this happen and just started ordering lingerie and rubber vaginas. It soon stopped. If you're in the US, I would simply tell your mom and brother. Are you aware that to open another person's mail is a federal offense and you could be prosecuted? Can you set the packages to be signed for by you only? If you aren't there, they will take it back and reattempt delivery when you are there. You should order a dildo and wait for him open it. Your mom and brother oughta hear and don't have any boundaries, it seems. You need to bring the hammer down on your mom as well. It's even illegal for her to be opening your mail. If it's addressed to you and only you, no one else should be touching it. I think what happened was when you didn't make a big deal out of it the first time your brother and your mom did this, he took this as an open invitation to help himself to all your packages. I'd take this time to sit down with your brother and if necessary your mom and tell them that you want them to respect your privacy and leave your packages alone. This is about respect, as you know, and right now your brother isn't showing it to you. You need him to understand that he needs to respect your boundaries. If he can do that, you can reward him by allowing him a chance to play your games, but if he can't, then no gameplay. Stick of truth is an actual game? Tell him if he does it again you'll call the cops. It's illegal rolling on the floor laughing. Your mother is the problem.